Good morning, everyone. Mr. Berry here, your work-based learning coordinator, and I have Andrew here from Interactive Multimedia. We're going to be talking to him in a second about his work-based learning experiences. First, I want to remind you that we did the Pathful assignments. It's been a couple weeks because we had a few delays, but just want to remind you to pay attention to those. This week's Pathful assignments were all about soft skills, the skills that will help you keep a job. All the skills you're learning in your labs, your technical skills help you get those jobs. Soft skills help you keep them. And look for another Pathful assignment on our PLD day on February 15th, I believe it is. So I want to talk to Andrew a little bit about his experience with work-based learning. Andrew, first of all, tell us where you're working.
I do online work with the Cleveland Cavs.
And what are some of the responsibilities you have with the Cavaliers?
Some of the responsibilities I take on is working with their social medias, making digital content such as videos and graphics.
Cool. What's a typical schedule look like for you there?
So a typical schedule is I get a project base every 2 weeks, and at the end of that 2 weeks, I meet with my boss, show him the project, and make minor fixes and work on it.
Okay, so periodically he checks in with you. He gives you an assignment and then lets you run with it, and then periodically just checks in and makes sure it's what they want.
Yep.
How do you think that your program, Interactive Multimedia, has helped prepare you for this type of experience?
I'd say my program definitely helped through the certifications, tests we've taken, learning to work within the apps of Adobe that we use, and make the content I need to make for the Cavs.
Awesome. Let's turn that question around. How do you think your work-based learning experience is enhancing and helping you with what you're doing in your program?
I would say it's definitely helping. It's teaching me to work in the industry and work with a actual professional place, not just within a classroom. It's teaching me real world experience.
Awesome. That's great. Listen, we have a ton of students around the building that are participating in different work-based learning experiences. If that's something you think you would like, please make sure you see me, talk to those friends, talk to your instructor, see me, and we'll get you set up on an experience that would also enhance your program. The next thing is, don't forget, if you are participating in those experiences, to log those hours. And I have the next quarter two Sheets gift card drawing here for any students who have been logging hours. Andrew's going to pick one out of here for us. Who do we have there?
Kenneth Treehorn, HVAC.
Yeah, Kenneth Treehorn is, I forget where he's working, but he's in HVAC, like we said. All right, the last thing that I have is just a reminder that we have E-Week next week. E-Week is a week-long, I guess, celebration for you to remember we're trying to find our E here at TCTC. So we will have a kickoff day on Monday where we will, like last year, those of you who are seniors, we'll hide these E's around the building. If you find one, you can turn them in at lunch for some TCTC swag. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we will have a college, military, and career fair on each of those days. Make sure that when you enter those, you have a bingo gift card. Looks like this. You'll get one of those. And that will give you some tasks to complete as you're meeting with different recruiters throughout the week. Turn that in on Thursday for a chance to win a raffle at the end of the week. So we look forward to seeing you there. All right, I think Mr. Foutty's up next with a capstone review.
Hello, TCTC seniors. Mr. Foutty here to talk to you and remind you about Capstone. Your Capstone Day is coming up. Your Capstone Defense Day will be April 18th, 2024. So that is a Friday. The countdown has begun. As of today, there are 90 days until Defense Day. So, If you are having any issues and need assistance, you can see one of these 3 highly trained students that can help you in the Web and App Development Lab any Monday or Wednesday during your lab time to get assistance. Landon, Roman, or Ryan will be happy to help you with any problem that you might be having with your capstone. If they are unable to help you, or if you are unable to see them, you can email me at brian.foutty@tctchome.com, and I will come and assist you, or tell you to see me during your lunch period, because I may also be standing on Wednesdays and Fridays during senior lunch at some point during your senior lunch by the front doors. We're not quite here for the final countdown yet, but it's getting close. So don't wait. Get your capstone done today, and if you need assistance, please see one of those students or me. Thank you.
Great. Good morning, everybody. So appropriate that I'm at the news desk to bring you this breaking news, but Punxsutawney Phil has predicted an early spring, so if you're excited for Groundhog's Day and that makes you happy, I hope that, that gives you good feelings for the rest of the day. I also hope that you have great feelings about all of the literacy work that you're doing while you're at TCTC. Hopefully you notice that we value it, and I'm just on here this morning to congratulate everybody on all of the cool things that they're doing to grow as readers and writers with us in preparation for your E and your future success. So, fist bumps and shout outs to these individuals for working hard. Thank you to Mrs. Wilson and students who are using the rewards program in her classes. Thank you to Mrs. Wood and her students who are using the rewards program. Thank you to Mrs. Mock and Mrs. Kunkel and Mr. Savrick and their students that are using Language Live. And thank you to Ms. Reimer, Ms. Figueroa, Mr. Savrick, and Mrs. Wilson and students who are using the CAPTI Assess program. Thank you also to all of our staff and students who are using Keys to Vocabulary. You guys know that you are loving a good Frayer Foursquare right now. Thanks to Mrs. Hampton, Mrs. Maris, Ms. Vanagi, Mrs. Sidlowski, Mrs. Landers, Mrs. Wise, Mrs. Scott, and Mrs. Stoikov for helping to support our staff as vocab coaches. And then a huge shout out to Master Sergeant Kibbe and all of our staff and all of our students for using Achieve 3000. Guys, your hard work is paying off, and hopefully, you would have just had a Lexile adjustment, so I hope you're paying attention to those things, but we are so proud of you. Since our 9th graders started with us this August, 56% of them have grown their Lexile level. Our 10th graders, since starting in August of 2022, 89% of you have grown your Lexile level, which is amazing. For our juniors, since August of this year starting with us, 61% of you have grown your Lexile level. And then for our seniors, 71% of you have grown your Lexile level since you started with us in August of 2022. So I hope that you are feeling good about the growth that you are making as readers. Again, congratulations. Please continue reading. You are working towards getting to grade level and then getting at that college and career ready level so that you are totally prepared for your E. I'm going to go rogue here a little bit from literacy, and I want to also mention that February is Kindness Month, and we have a few things happening before our long President's Day weekend to celebrate these things. So next Thursday and Friday, with support from the NFL, because the Super Bowl is happening next weekend, we're going to do a kickoff to kindness. So there'll be some things that we share with you, but next Friday the 9th, you can wear your football gear, your jerseys, your shirzies. Don't wear the pads, okay? Anything that you want to wear to support maybe your favorite NFL team or your homeschool team, you can wear that on Friday to also show your support of kicking off and being a kind person in our school community and in our community at large. And then the following week on February 12th, 13th, and 14th, we are going to have an opportunity for students to sign the Stick Together Through Kindness pledge. We'll have some duct tape. It's a whole thing. You can sign it. If you do, you'll get a friendship bracelet, again, to show your support of being kind to each other here in school and out in the world. So just to clarify, next week, regular dress code every day, but next Friday, you can also wear football shirts if you would like. Okay. Again, we're doing that to kick off kindness in the month of February. I appreciate all the kindness that you show towards the Achieve 3000 program and all of the other literacy initiatives that we do here at TCTC. Again, I'm proud of you and our staff for your hard work, and congratulations on your growth as readers.
Thank you, Mrs. Detoro. This is Mr. Ramey. Good morning, everybody, for some words of wisdom on this Friday, February 2nd, talking about some college options for you. Okay, first up, College Credit Plus. I'm sure you've been checking your TCTC emails every day. If you haven't, just to let you know, TCTC participates in a program called College Credit Plus. This is where you take college courses at TCTC with TCTC faculty, and you can earn both college and high school credit. This is a program where you establish 2 transcripts, a high school transcript and a college transcript. Those classes count for both high school and college credit, and they are for free. Okay, so eligibility criteria, just so that you know, you need at least a 2.0 cumulative GPA with a 17 ACT composite score and at least one of the following subscores: an 18 in English, a 22 in reading, or a 22 in math. Those are the eligibility criteria. There are some alternate criteria. If you have a 3.0 GPA, you can also qualify for CCP. But I want to reiterate and remind, this is college level work. More is going to be expected of you. It's going to be rigorous and the standards are high. So if college enrollment is your E, this might be an option that you would like to pursue next year. Okay, so just a reminder, again, I know I've been in the classrooms, I've sent it out on email. The deadline, it says January 31st. Well, you can still submit that Google form to me if you are interested in taking College Credit Plus courses next year. That's your first stop. So if you see that QR code on this slide right now, point your iPad or your phones at that thing and you'll come up with a Google form. That's your first step. Complete that Google form and then it will send you an email with the next steps. We will be having a CCP application day next Wednesday, February 7th in Lecture Hall A. Bring a fully charged iPad and you'll need the following items: a social security number, personal email address, and a parent email address. I have already sent out emails to those students who have indicated an interest in CCP for next year, reminding them of a CCP application day, but just in case you didn't get the email, that is when we will have it, okay? Wednesday, February 7th, Lecture Hall A, right after homeroom. Okay, another way that you can earn college credits through TCTC are through your program courses. These are called CTAGs. Now, CTAGs only work at Ohio's public colleges. So Youngstown State, Eastern Gateway, Kent State, Tri-C, those are the types of schools we're talking about. How you earn those credits? Through your program course web exam. Just a reminder, and I know I've mentioned this before, but just a reminder, when you take those web exams, please check the box that allows permission for them to send those scores on to the state of Ohio. So if you pass your web exams, your program has corresponding courses that can count for college credit at Ohio public colleges. Similarly, we have articulation agreements. These count at specific colleges. So specific programs have a specific agreement with a college major or degree that you can earn specific credits for. Typically, your program teacher would have to verify that you've attained those standards or earned those credentials in order to receive those credits, but those are articulated at specific colleges for specific majors. There is a list, actually a spreadsheet. It's on the TCTC website. I will send it out again this week so that you have that for your review. You can look at your program and see which CTAGs and articulation credits correspond to your program if college is your E. A couple of new articulation agreements that are coming up. Youngstown State University, we have a Bachelor of General Studies degree. For those of you who are in cosmetology or fire EMS, they are giving you over a year's worth of college credit towards that Bachelor of General Studies degree. And then if you are going to pursue a Bachelor's of Allied Health through Youngstown State University, we have several programs now that have articulation agreements. Biotech, dental, exercise science, and fire EMS, as you can see, they have more than a year's worth of college credits to their name through those programs. Additionally, pre-nursing phlebotomy, pre-nursing pharm tech, 42 semester hours apiece through that Bachelor's of Allied Health. Just to put that in terms that everybody can understand. Starbucks, coffee, okay? As you can see the conversion chart there, 1 semester hour at YSU out of your own pocket will cost about $350. 12 semester hours, which is basically a full-time class load, will cost about $4,000, and then a year's worth of tuition at YSU, approximately $10,000. And then you can see the corresponding lattes that you'd have to purchase to equate to that. That's how much money you're saving. So through those articulation agreements, you could be saving up to $10,000 or more at Youngstown State University. If you don't like coffee, how about Chipotle? Right there. That's how many burritos you can get. Guys, that's a lot of beans. That's a lot of tuition you're going to save, okay? If you have any questions about your E's, come down to guidance. We'll get you straightened out. Have a great weekend.